Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Relaxed Bee. I am Tayo Sophie. Over here, I love talking about healthy hair care as well as sharing my own personal hair journey. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, like, and also share the video. Thank you. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering 7 things my natural hair journey taught me about healthy hair care. So let's get into it. So before we get into the crux of the video, I'm just going to give you a bit of background. I was actually fully natural. I did a big chop approximately 12 years ago, and I grew my hair out from scratch. It was a wonderful experience learning to love and nurture my natural hair, my natural curls and texture, and really understanding what it means to take care of my hair. It was one of those experiences that I would recommend any black girl to go through. It's very important to actually understand what the natural texture of your hair is. And these are the things that I would say I took out of my own natural hair journey. Okay, so number 1, the first thing that I would say I learned from my natural hair journey was that heat is not our friend. Regardless of the state your hair is in, if it's natural, if it's relaxed, if it's texlaxed, direct heat, and what I mean by that would be like your straighteners, your brushing and blow drying, things like that put a lot of stress on our hair and ends up leading to excessive breakage, making the hair strands really weak. So I say that's the first thing that I was able to experience through my natural hair journey that helped me understand that our natural hair texture in its natural form doesn't respond very well to the constant use of direct heat. So for a bit more context, our African hair is generally prone to dryness. It craves a lot of moisture, and what direct heat tends to do is remove any type of moisture that you have in your hair. If you find that you're using direct heat frequently, and I mean like either on a daily basis, a weekly basis, just a lot more often, what that does is it removes any type of moisture that you may have in your strands, leaving your hair very prone to extreme dryness and eventually breakage. So one thing that I definitely learned through my natural hair journey is to limit how often I use direct heat on my hair, and that's something that should definitely translate when you start doing anything with relaxed hair. Number 2, deep conditioning is your best friend. Prior to going natural, honestly, I don't think I understood or even knew what the concept of deep conditioning actually was. So I would definitely say that one of the benefits that I got from going on a natural hair journey was learning how important it is to actually consistently deep condition your hair. And what that really does is it helps put in enough moisture or strength, depending on the types of conditioners you're using, back into the hair strands. Like I mentioned earlier, our hair is very prone to dryness, and that leaves it vulnerable to breakage. So what deep conditioners do is they penetrate into the strands of the hair just to make sure it gets the amount of moisture that the hair actually needs, making it a lot more pliable and less likely to break. You would really only learn this when you're natural, mostly because your hair in its natural state, you can feel the dryness a lot more. You can feel how difficult it is or it would be to actually manipulate the hair or even get a comb through the hair. So that in its sense will let you know your hair needs moisture, your hair needs some type of deep conditioning treatment, and that really helped me in getting a lot more consistent in how often I was doing my deep conditioning routines. Number 3 is embracing texture. Honestly, this is probably like my most important point, but embracing texture is the one thing that I learned through my natural hair journey. So what that means is you get comfortable with the different types of curl patterns that you have in your hair. I learned through my natural hair journey that I have about 3 different textures. The center of my hair is about a 4C, so it's really tight. The front of my hair is a lot looser, and then the back of my hair is not as loose as the front, but definitely not as tight as the center. So that's something that I definitely learned by just being natural. But now what does that mean for me now that I'm back to using relaxers? It means a few things. The first thing is that when I'm putting in my relaxer, I know where to tell a stylist to actually start. I know that this part of my hair has tighter curls, so it's going to take a lot longer to process, so I need the relaxer to start there, right? Versus if you start in the front and you don't get to the back first, I'm more likely to start burning before you even get an opportunity to work at the back. So that's one benefit I got from it. And the other part of really embracing your texture is being comfortable with stretching out your relaxers. You don't want to go back into touching up your relaxers a little too often, say every 4 to 6 weeks. When you understand and you embrace your actual texture, you're comfortable with how your new growth actually looks. You're comfortable with having a little bit of kink in your hair. You're comfortable with managing your hair when you have that new growth, because you know how the textures feel, and you know what to do to make them soften and actually do what you need them to do. Number 4, if I didn't know this before, I definitely learned it through my natural hair journey, and that moisture is key. I would go like 2-3 days without spritzing my hair and I could feel it harden. You know, when you go to sleep and your hair like flattens on the bed, things like that, you recognize like, yeah, you need a moisturizer. You need to moisturize your hair often. Before my relaxer journey, I was not consistent with any type of routine, putting moisture in my hair, nothing. And I think that's another thing that I took away, is to know that my hair gets thirsty and it gets thirsty fast, and being consistent with the moisture routine is definitely key in a healthy hair journey. The next thing I definitely learned is about detangling. I learned that how you detangle your hair matters, and it's important to preserving the length of your hair and also avoiding breakage in general. Through my natural hair journey, what I would experience is I would need to do my hair in sections. Prior to going natural, that's not something I would have ever thought of doing. So when you go natural, I learned that I need to go in sections, work my way to actually be able to work through the hair, because you can't easily just go with a comb and just comb out your hair. And I think that helps me in being a lot more gentle when I'm taking care of my hair. The next thing I definitely learned is protecting your hair. I didn't understand the importance of wearing a satin bonnet, a silk scarf, sleeping on a silk pillow, tucking my ends away until I actually went natural. So when I went natural, I started to realize that my hair was snag into like a cotton scarf or something like that. And it made me all the more conscious of the need to protect my hair and to protect it as often as I could. Prior to my natural hair journey, I don't think that's something that I ever even thought to do, but I think going natural, that was something that was highlighted for me and was my big takeaway that I now use consistently. And finally is to enjoy your hair. Enjoying your hair at any stage that you might find it in. As long as it's healthy, enjoy your hair. I enjoyed my hair when I had the TWA, so my teeny weeny afro. When I had even a bit more length and my afro started growing out. And then when it became like a full-blown, thick, curly afro, I enjoyed my hair in different styles. I wore it straight, curly. I did so many different things with my hair, and I think I just got to the point where I wanted something a little different and I was ready to go back into relaxing. So regardless of what your hair looks like, regardless of whether or not you are relaxed, I think the most important thing was me embracing my natural hair texture, embracing my hair as is, and actually wearing it out as much as possible, wearing it out as often as I could get a chance to, and enjoying my actual hair. That's pretty much some of my takeaways that I learned through my natural hair journey. I am back to relaxers now. I know I'm saying all of this while I'm wearing a nice wig, but I'm doing this mostly because I am further along in my relaxer stretch and I really don't want to be manipulating my hair. And just to summarize the final thoughts for this video, the point is to love your hair journey, maintain healthy hair care practices, enjoy your hair, embrace your hair, and wear it and rock it as much as you can. It's the only natural crown that you have. You don't have to pay millions of dollars to enjoy your natural hair. It's yours. Love it and embrace it. So I hope you found this content useful. If you want me to do more videos like this, please leave me something in the comment section below. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like me to do next. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.